Hello students, this is Venkatesh Emani, your faculty for geography in UPSC Civil Services. So today I am here to discuss the questions asked in geography in the UPSC CSC Prelims 2023. So before I start the prelims key of 2023, I have some basic ideas which were given here. So if you see the trends which were asked, the questions here, mostly there are from geography, there are almost around 18 questions asked, where they are very much, so this is an increase in the number of questions in geography, increase in number of questions from geography. Usually, if you have seen the last few years, geography questions are always less than 10. Only last year and now this year, they have increased the double digit number. So it is now significant high. 19 questions have been asked in prelims. That is quite a deviation. So we can say that fairly from 2 years, geography questions are increase outunnayi. So there are decent number of questions which are increasing in geography. Then if you see the questions, there are very basic questions are asked, where you find some conceptual questions which are regularly asked, concepts. Then you have seen one of the thing, very regular contemporary map based questions out of current affairs. See, last year they have asked a question on Ukraine. Sorry, this year they asked a question on Ukraine, and last year, if you have seen the Afghanistan and all, they asked questions, countries which are bordering the Afghanistan. So this year they have asked countries which are bordering Ukraine. So map based questions they have once again asked. And another thing which they have asked regularly, the contemporary questions of some minerals, which is a new trend which you can see, that is also being asked. So what are the lessons you need to learn? We will give you, after discussing some of the questions and answers from this year, we'll go to the lessons for next year as well, right? So let's start the key. So if you see some of the questions, okay, straight away question number in set B, if you see there is a 21st question where you can see geography. Just a minute. So 21st question, if you see India, despite having uranium deposits, depends on coal for most of its electricity production. We know India has coal deposit, depends on coal for most of its electricity production. Is it right or wrong? Definitely yes. India, despite having uranium deposits, do you have uranium deposits? Think. Don't you remember even one single name? Definitely we have uranium resources. We have uranium resources. I think you might heard uranium mining, sometimes even uranium pollution in India. So definitely we have some uranium resources. So statement 1 is yes. Statement 2, uranium enriched to the extent of 60% at least is required for the production of electricity. Do you think so? Seriously? 60%? We don't require 60% enrichment for the production of electricity. 3 to 5% is sufficient. So answer is both the statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is incorrect. C is the statement. So statement based questions, I think this is the new trend. Statement based questions, everything is statement 1, statement 2, statement 3. This is a thing. Then if you see the next one, then 31st question, then you see this is a question, interesting question. Jhelum river passes through Ular Lake. This is a very static based question. You have to know basic question, major rivers and the lakes. This is definitely yes. It is a static based statement. So statement 1. Krishna river directly feeds Kolleru Lake. No. Right? So you need to know Krishna river, Kolleru Lake, important lake, far away from Krishna river. So definitely no. Meandering of Gandak river formed Kanwar Lake. We don't know where is Kanwar Lake, where is Gandak river. What kind of question is this? Do you think so? Definitely not. It is a current affairs question. Last year, Kanwar Lake, it is in news because with respect to what? It is part of the Ramsar site. So it is a current affairs based question. Ramsar site, Kanwar Lake was designated as a Ramsar site. So it is a Oxbow Lake. You all know the Oxbow Lake, right? oxbow lakes, where a river as it meanders, it will leave a certain part and it will develop a new kind of channel. So this is leftover. This would be turning into a lake. So meandering of Gandak river formed Kanwar lake is true. So answer should be, two statements are right, B only. So if you see Kanwar lake, this lake, some of the reports say that it is part of Buri Gandak river. This is nothing but a distributary of Gandak only. So we can consider that as part of the Gandak river itself, and thereby you can also say it as option 3 is correct. So some people say this statement is incorrect because they consider not Buri Gandak, not Gandak but Buri Gandak, where they consider as a separate river, not necessarily. Okay, so that is so maybe there is some kind of discrepancy between some keys. This could be the thing, right? Then this is almost like a very factual question. Not many of us can answer it, but let's see. Mundra Port, it is the largest privately owned port in India. Definitely yes. This you know. Visakhapatnam Port, largest container port in India. No. If it is container port, cannot be no. It should be on the western coast. We have more trade on the west side. So definitely Visakhapatnam cannot be. Mumbai is the answer. So it should not be the answer. And if you see the statement 1, then you might have confusion. Kamarajar Port, this is nothing but the Ennore Port, Chennai. First major port in India registered as a company. Yes. You might not know 1, but I expect you to know about 3 definitely. That should be wrong. 2, maybe in the current affairs you have studied about Mundra Port, then you can have known it with all the conflict with Adani and all the things which are knowing. Maybe Mundra Port is recently in news. Maybe you should have known this. But 1, some might know, some might not know. Once again, I would consider this as a difficult to medium question, difficult to medium. So answer is B. Then statement 33, very easy question you see. Deciduous trees. Manak telida deciduous trees ento. What are they? Teak. Definitely yes. Mahua, definitely yes. Jackfruit. If you see jackfruit, where do you get that jackfruit? Mostly from northeast. So definitely it is not from northeast. You all know jackfruit, Kerala, known for jackfruit chips. Observation, right? Jackfruit. It is an equatorial region. So it is not part of deciduous. So answer is only 2. Then India has more arable land than China. Next question, 34. India has more arable land than China, right? You will see that that statement is correct. India has most arable land in the world, followed by Russia. So definitely more arable land than China, yes. Then the proportion of irrigated area is more in India compared to China. Seriously? Think so? Development, where you have already seen much development happened in relative terms. In relative terms, China has a bit ahead. So we can say that irrigation is more in China than in India. So we can say that second statement is wrong. Average productivity per hectare Indian agriculture is around 2000 kg per hectare, whereas in China it is almost 5000. So productivity wise, China is way ahead. Again, statement 3 is wrong. So answer is 1 only. And this is if you don't know the first statement, maybe it is difficult, but statement 2 and 3 can be said as no from the basic awareness of understanding of India and China as a country, right? This is 34. Then 35, repeated sea falls giving rise to present day extensive marshy land. What is the answer? Ran of Kutch. So this is a difficult question. Some people cannot know it. This is the answer, Ran of Kutch, right? Then 36, ilmenite rutile, abundantly available in coastal tracts of India in the states like Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. You will find that they are rich sources of which of the following? Meek already it is very much covered in NCERT. Ilmenite is part of ore of which mineral? It is part of titanium. Answer is titanium. Then 37, you see 3/4 of the world's cobalt metal required for manufacturing of batteries for electric motor vehicles is produced by. You all know EV vehicles are very much in use. There are two. One is lithium, which is very much popular, where it is an Argentina triangle, Argentina, Bolivia, Chile triangle. The other metal is cobalt. The moment it is cobalt, you have the Katanga Plateau of the Congo Basin, which is very important. Democratic Republic of Congo, very much in use. You see Congo, it is in use because of wrong reasons. where they have some kind of some for the wrong reasons it is there in the news, and at the same time it is also in news because of the EV vehicles, very much in news. Same way, because of the Congo itself, the next question is also the same thing. Which one of the following is part of the Congo basin? This is once again a current affairs application based question. So you have seen that Congo is very much in news because of two reasons. One, because of the same mineral I am telling you, and the other one is because of the international issue, international relations, the issues which are in news, places in news. That is another theme which is regularly being asked. So in that way, Congo basin, if you know it, see all the options, Nigeria, South Sudan, Uganda, they are not part of the Congo basin, it is the Cameroon. So answer is Cameroon. You see, Cameroon is the answer. So then 39th, very static question. I expect you to don't miss such kind of questions. So if you all know, when you know that India, so Amarkantak is at the confluence of Vindhyas and Sahyadris. Sahyadris means what? Western Ghats. Vindhyas, do you think that they are located here? No. And and you know that Amarkantak, it is part of the Narmada river. So Narmada river originates somewhere here. So you can somewhere here, Vindhyas here, Satpuras here. So Narmada river like this. So this would be the Amarkantak plateau. So statement 1 is wrong. Bilgiri Ranga hills, they are part of the Karnataka. They are not part of the Satpuras. Satpuras, Vindhya, Satpuras are here. Satpura is here. So Bilgiri Ranga is also wrong. And you all know Seshachalam hills, very much in news. And especially from South India, you should know about Seshachalam. And with the Pushpa movie, it is frequently in news. You know this is part of the Eastern Ghats, not part of Western Ghats. Very easy. So all the statements are wrong. I don't want you to miss such kind of questions. Never. If you miss such questions, then you know, see environment questions, how difficult are they? You should not miss such questions, right? Then you see next question. This is a projects on connectivity. This is a very factual question. Some of you might know, some of you might not know. East-West corridor under Golden Quadrilateral project connects Dibrugarh and Surat. No. Dibrugarh and Surat. No. I think it is Silchar and Port Bandar, right? Silchar and Port Bandar. Trilateral highway connects More in Manipur with Chiang Mai. No. But in Thailand via Myanmar. True. So this statement is also wrong because you are connecting with Mawasot. It is India, Myanmar, Thailand, connects More in Manipur. True. Mawasot in Thailand via Myanmar. So statement 2 is also incorrect. Then statement 3, Bangladesh, China, India, Myanmar economic corridor connects Uttar Pradesh, not Varanasi, but Kolkata. Right? So answer is, in fact, if you see, all are incorrect, none of the above. All are incorrect, option D. This is about the geography question. Then if you see the remaining geography questions, yeah, some more questions are there. There were decently high, 71. Okay. So if you see 71 question, just a minute. Okay, set B 71 question. Now you see, once again such questions, I don't want you to miss this question. Ukraine, very much in news since the last 1.5 years. So, which of the following countries have a boundary? You should all know which countries share, which countries share, doesn't share. So, if you know, I think Hungary and Romania are having a boundary, 3 and 4, option is only 2. So, you have to remember the map. Which areas where the people have migrated because of the war. That is the reason why they are asking such questions. Last year Afghanistan and this year Ukraine. You can clearly see that Bulgaria, Czech Republic, Latvia and all are far away from it. So if you have seen such things, you should have easily got this answer right. Of course, that's the thing. If you have practiced maps, this is easy. If you haven't practiced maps, may God bless you. Right. Then this is a very factual question. With reference to Earth's atmosphere, which one of the following statements is correct? Total amount of insolation received at the equator is roughly 10 times that of poles. No, it is just 2 to 3 times. They say that 40% of the insolation at the equator is received at the poles. Whatever the energy is received at the equator, only 40% reaches the poles. So it is only around 2 to 3 times the other way, right? Infrared constitutes roughly 2/3. No. They constitute only around 50% or less than that, not 2/3. Infrared waves are largely absorbed by water vapor that is concentrated in lower atmosphere. Yes, water vapor is one of the important greenhouse gas. Yes, this is a very important statement. Infrared waves are part of the visible spectrum of electromagnetic spectrum waves of solar radiation. Definitely not. If you know that statement D, if you think so, then that is a problem. Statement A has to be eliminated. A and D are eliminated, then you are left with B and C. Then possible elimination question you can do. Choose between two. Maybe water vapor. That's the thing. So this is the thing about 72. Then soil in tropical rainforest is rich in nutrients. Next question, 73rd. Soil in tropical rainforest is rich in nutrients. Definitely no. They are not rich in nutrients because they are leached away. But despite that, why they are very good forest resources you have? Because they have high temperature and moisture, which helps in proper nutrient cycling. Because of proper nutrient cycling regularly, they do get the nutrients, though there is intense leaching away. So the soil is very much poor in nutrients. Because of more rainfall, there is leaching. But at the same time, they are having that amount of good rainforest because of good nutrient cycling. So answer is statement 1 is incorrect. We don't care about, when you know statement 1 is incorrect, you don't care about other things. That is one advantage you will know. So statement D. Then temperature contrast between continents and oceans is greater during summer than in winter. Yes, we all know specific heat of land and water are different. I used to say this, no? Land, rapid heating, rapid cooling. Water, slow heating, slow cooling. Slow cooling. So automatically you can say that 74th, you will find that land, rapid heating, rapid cooling, water, slow heating, slow cooling. Automatically you will see that this answer is 1. One of the easiest question here, right? The temperature contrast between continents and ocean is greater during summer than in winter. Then next one. Now you all know Turkey earthquake. So you should the basic understanding about earthquakes. So that's where they have asked about these things. In a seismograph, P waves are recorded earlier than S waves. Definitely yes. We all know primary waves are the first waves which will travel. P waves, they propagate to and fro along with the direction like this. Whereas S waves propagate like this, vertically, crusts and troughs. So they are vertical or perpendicular, and P waves are things. Because they are vertical, along with the direction they move up and down. That is the reason why buildings go up and down and they got more destruction. So definitely they migrate up and down at right angle to the wave direction, and that's where S waves are regarded as the most destructive waves. So very straightforward, easy question. Then this is then coal-based thermal power plants. See these questions. None of them uses seawater. Seriously, can no single power plant in India can use seawater? We are using it. Adani power plant in Gujarat, they are using the seawater. Yes, they do use. So none of them uses seawater is wrong. None of them is set up in water stressed district. Seriously, once again think common sense. Water stressed districts. That means that in India, if there is in one district there is no water, there is no coal plant? Nothing like that. You have so many plants are there in water stress. In fact, this is a problem. So this is also wrong. None of them is privately owned. There would be at least one power plant which is privately owned. No, we have privately owned as well. So this is also wrong. In fact, all the answer is none of the above. So this is one such question. Then if you see geography, then 96th question is geography again. So last question. According to United Nations World Water Development Report, India extracts more than a quarter of the world's groundwater withdrawal each year. Yes, this is very much in news. If you have seen that India extracts more than a quarter of world's groundwater withdrawal each year, yes. Yeah, some of you might not have prepared. Maybe people who have prepared for mains very well, they would have noted this statement. Then why do you need what groundwater? Because you have more population to satisfy the drinking water, sanitation, etc. This answer is yes. So answer is A, right? So if you know the statement 1, it is a very factual question, then you should have got this. So this is the answers, and the lessons from this paper for next year. What is the thing? Always have, from geography at least, prepare concepts thoroughly, never miss them. Read current affairs and get application from maps, don't miss them. And minerals. This is what the trend which is going on. Geographical concepts, I don't want you to miss a single conceptual question. Current affairs, maps, I want you to get more. See, overall, every subject, there are certain things which you are definitely need to prepare. This is one such trend, you are finding it, don't miss them. Okay, so this is about geography. I wish you all the best. Hope you have learned the lessons and move forward for your future endeavors. Okay, so this is Venkatesh Emani signing off. Thank you.